part one here, I'm going to give you a breakdown and overview of a couple of the tools that we talked about that you will need to build this wing. And our first thing we're going to do is we're going to glue the wing halves together. Again, always handy to have a small pair of pliers, needle nose pliers, a hobby knife. Be careful, once again, hobby knives are extremely sharp. And this is a definite plus. Metal straight ruler. We're going to use this to cut the slit for the main wing spar underneath the wing later on when we get to that portion of it. And of course, like I said, CA for building your motor box. And of course, have a little rag handy. And as you could see, I took the black draping off of my work table over here, my work area, because you definitely do not want to be gluing this on your parents' dining room table without anything put underneath it, because the contact cement will stick to the furniture, and that's not going to be a good thing there. So just find yourself a nice, well-lit area where you can actually just lay everything out in front of you and give yourself ample space to go ahead and build this wing here. Okay, so we only have 4 main pieces that go to this wing here, which are the wing halves and the winglets. So this tells you the build time is really quick here. Okay, so step 1, we are going to glue the wing halves together. And like I said, I'm going to choose to use what's called foam tack, and this is made by Beacon. You can pick this up at your local hardware store, I believe has it, and or I know Hobby People has it, and or you can get it on the internet too. Let's go ahead and clean off the tip here. And we're just gonna, I like using this bag that the wings came in. Just lay it down, because this way if you get excess glue on there, it doesn't really matter. You can throw the bag away later. And another tip there is, if you have any kind of wax paper at home, or parchment paper that your family uses for cooking, baking cookies, those work great as a drop on the bottom, because the glue doesn't really adhere to it. Okay, so we're going to take a wing half, and I'm going to give you a couple of tips about how to use foam tack as well. So we're just going to go ahead and apply the foam tack liberally to one wing half. This glue, foam tack, is pretty much the same as the glue that is included, which is a rubber contact cement. However, this this foam tack actually dries much faster and is extremely strong. The included glue is extremely strong too, and a lot of times projects like this, it's just fun to get your family involved, and you know, you're not saying that you have to build this within one sitting and have this thing done and out flying within a couple of hours, which is possible, but sometimes it's fun to spread the project out and, you know, work on one part today and then a different part tomorrow. Okay, so with foam tack, I have it spread on one wing root, and then what I'll do is I'll joint the wing there, and then I rub it back and forth just like that. This way it pushes the foam tack and or the included rubber contact cement, it actually pushes it into the foam better, because foam is porous. And then once you do that for the first time, you can do this, or you can just leave it glued together there. I will add another bead or another layer of foam tack, and then now I will join the wing halves together. There we go. Give it a nice press. Make sure it doesn't come apart, and then if you have a flat surface, this is the best time, because you can actually just set the entire wing down on a flat surface. I got a little glue on my finger there, and we're gonna press. Keep in mind, this is EPP foam, so sometimes the gaps are a little bit off. Foam doesn't always meet together perfectly. It doesn't matter. This is a flying wing. These things are made to get beat up real bad when you're out there flying them. They're such nice planes as far as durability, because you can combat with them with some friends. You could actually learn how to fly with these, have fun with it, have limbo contests, all that kind of good stuff. New video we just posted out was, I'd like for you guys to check out, the link will be right underneath here, is Team Pilot Santiago Perez and Thomas. And they were out flying these things. They called it proximity flying. They were flying it through the like a hangar pit area, over at the Burbank field, which was kind of fun to watch. It was fun to see them having fun with their wings. They also built their wings differently, which once we get all of our team pilots together, we're actually going to talk about that. Okay, now that your wing is glued down the root here, let it sit, and we'll meet you back over here to install the winglets.